what happens when you're several months behind in rent. Your electricity's been turned off. It's the dead of winter and you have no money. How do you survive? You moved to Atlanta, Georgia with all these hopes and dreams and aspirations to be an actor, a singer, a dancer, a songwriter. But somehow you end up in some shopping center, butt-ass naked, with a paraplegic touching on your ass. But you need this money, because your bills are due, and you don't have nowhere else to turn. You went to college for all those years and got that worthless degree in human resources, and no one will hire you. So you come here to say, I'm going to pursue an acting. I can sing, I can dance. I'm coming to Atlanta, land of milk and honey. And things don't work out the way you want it to work out. And this is how you end up on a Friday night at midnight. You never saw it coming. You hope your friends and families never see this. You never saw it coming. You didn't think this would happen to you. But all those dreams and aspirations are crashing down now. And here you are, freezing cold, butt naked, in a room with dozens of people looking at you, touching on you. In your glass of straight vodka, and you're just drinking it unmixed, hoping that you can get through the evening. Welcome to Atlanta, land of dead dreams and dead aspirations. This is what happens when you move to Atlanta and you're not ready to survive. This is what happens. Today it is Wednesday, January 12th. The year is 2022. I feel a lot better today. My voice is still a little raspy, just a tad bit. I feel normal. COVID came to bite me in my ass, and well, I knew the day was coming and COVID would show up and knock on my door, and I would greet him, and he would come inside and we would dance. Luckily, I had my vaccines and my booster shots, so when I was dancing in the pale moonlight with that devil, everything worked out just fine. I'm sitting here alive and well. Now, wow, the coronavirus pandemic has changed the way, it's changed everything for a lot of folks. You have a lot of people over the past year and a half who have ran to Atlanta. I have never seen so many U-Hauls running up the highway. You can just see like a Western movie. Where they had the horses pulling the buggies back in the Western times, and they were going places and going out west. Well, it was U-Hauls flocking to Atlanta. Bunch of fucking U-Hauls. Now, all these guys I've met have moved here in the past year and a half, 2 years since the pandemic got started. They all came here after the pandemic got started. They moved here from Vegas, Chicago, New York. Everything was shut down in those cities, but Atlanta was still open. So when Atlanta reopened, hey, everybody ran like here to get jobs. Atlanta's open. These guys have encountered some very tough times. A lot of these guys came here with all these dreams and aspirations, and I've met a whole bunch of them. And I meet them at the gym. I meet them in various places, people, and I meet people. I don't know, maybe just people find me friendly. I have no clue. But I talk to people, and they're looking for work, or they're looking for a place to stay, or they're looking to buy a car, or just all kinds of stuff. But ultimately, they are all financially struggling. They have come here with dreams and aspirations. Many of them want to be actors, modeling, singers, dancers. I don't know how Atlanta became this international, world-renowned Tyler Perry. I mean, did he do this? I mean, my God. Every day I meet these people, everybody's a rapper, singer, dancer, poet. It is ridiculous. And they all broke. They're all broke. They're all struggling, broke. It's sad. Because they come here really thinking that there were going to be a whole hell of a lot of opportunities here. Now they get these little jobs that don't really pay anything, or the jobs are shutting down because of COVID and they can't work and they can't get full-time schedule. It's just a whole bunch of bullshit. But the bills got to be paid. And they have to pay their rent, or their car payments, or their credit card bills, or they need money just to survive. They still got to eat. So they all end up on either stripping, escorting, fans only, OnlyFans, whatever you want to call it. Excuse me, belching over here. Oh, yeah. They end up in a world that they might not have even known existed until they came here. A lot of women move here and they end up prostituting. Atlanta is well known for having a sex industry here, and young girls being forced into prostitution. Young guys being escorted in prostitution or doing porn. They come here with these dreams, they get them crushed. Now, I'm not saying everyone's coming here is having this problem, but the problem has so grown so large that you're sitting back saying, okay, what is going on here? I can't ignore the huge, this gigantic group of large individual guys doing porn on the internet, or stripping, butt naked for cash, or escorting. Me personally, I would not pay for an escort. I just don't have no need to. But it's a huge industry because some people will pay. Old white men mainly. But, it's weird. I meet these young, handsome, attractive guys, and they're so caught up in this stuff. And they are caught up in it because they felt they had no other way, no other choice, no other way. And don't forget now, you got people who are, yeah, man, do this, you can do this, you can make money doing this, you can do that, and you can sell, you can do this. They get these guys all geeked up into believing that they're going to make a ton of money doing porn on the internet. All y'all going to make that type of money doing porn on the internet? Everybody and their mama doing porn on the internet, bent over, getting fucked on the internet? Really? Is it possible? That many people are subscribing and paying for pornography channels or fans only or whatever it is. That really? I'm not. But porn don't do nothing for me, so I'm not paying for this shit. I'm not getting paid for no escort. I might pay for a dancer, a little private dance. Private dancer for money. I've been to some strip joints. I've had some memorable experiences at some strip joints too. I wasn't really a fan of the things at first until when I went with a friend of mine, and I said, "Wow, this is much nicer than I thought it would be." You private dancing, you get your little, your table dance. This is nice. Put my little money in, tipped and everything. I was hey, I'm human too. Now, I don't think I personally could dance myself. I don't think they want to see my old ass dancing. But them young folks, I need some young tenderonis. Where they at? I got to buy my ones ready. But, I wouldn't wish that lifestyle on anyone, because with that lifestyle, I know what comes with that. I never forget the night I went to that club and this young man danced for me. And we were leaving. He approached me. He was like, "Where are you going now?" So I'm going home. He's like, "You want some company?" I'm thinking. Now, if I had been a whole lot younger and been married and not in a relationship, I might have really took that young man up on that offer. I can cook some breakfast at the house. Like, come on, let's just go. Well, he was fine as hell too. We would go home and have some breakfast. Go back to Waffle House first. Maybe God cook for you or something. We just get to sit and talk. But I was curious to know, what was this attractive guy doing in this club? Weeks later, after I saw him in there, he approached me at the gym. I didn't even know he went to my gym. He came up and said, "Yo, man, thanks for, tipping me and helping me out that night. I really appreciate that." I gave him some money. And he was just like, that was my first night there, and I was so nervous. And then you came in, and I was like, I'm thinking you knew who I was, and he did. But I didn't recognize him from the gym. Now I see him in the gym all the time. I mean, this was a few years ago, but he still dances and does this on the side. Mind you, this young man has a girlfriend, and he also has children, minor children. I don't know what's going on. I don't ask no questions. But yeah, he has a girlfriend. He has kids, a girlfriend, but he was dancing butt naked in this club, and wanted to go with me after the club. Where was I going? I went home. But this man. So I've learned people are going to do what they need to do to survive. Whether it's stripping or escorting, pornography. The thing that concerns me is these guys have talents. Some of them actually do have some talents. And it used to be that people would really focus on their talents, whether it was being a chef or a painter, whatever talent you had, and you would work on that and you would make a living doing this. But now they're taking their talents and throwing it to the side to be butt naked in some painting sip or pornography or escorting. And I don't understand why so many people are getting involved in this. And maybe people have been involved in this for years. Maybe I just didn't pay no attention to this. But Instagram, I did videos about this. I know y'all probably sick of me talking about this. But y'all don't understand how bad this problem is here. This problem has reached an epidemic of young men and women, our brothers and sisters, selling themselves, prostituting themselves for money. And maybe it has been going on a lot longer than what I would suspect. Maybe, I don't know. Man, it should have went on before I was born. But now it has reached, you have a large group of beautiful men and women fronting on Instagram to be fitness trainers or whatever, but they're really doing something else. And I find this is alarming to me, as it should be to anyone, that we're using our brightest, young, brilliant people to an industry of sex and pornography and stripping and drugs, because it all runs hand in hand. Drugs in Atlanta have reached an epidemic proportion of methamphetamine, coke, everybody. Just a lot of shit going on here. And I don't think people initially came to Atlanta with this in mind. Some people probably did. I'm going to go to Atlanta and strip. Some people probably did. I can imagine a lot of women probably head this way. They know about the strip clubs and they want to go dance. They see this being easy money, and it could be easy money to start off with, and then it turns into something else. Because you better believe all those women who strip are also escorting and prostituting also. They're selling. They're doing more than just dancing. You better believe that. I know that for a fact. So it reaches a point where you see these nice looking brothers. I know this is what I see. I see them in the gym, I see them working out. Next thing I know, I meet them, they just move to Atlanta. Within months, here they are butt naked. Here they are on porn, some porn site. Fans only, OnlyFans. Or here they are escorting themselves. They have these sites where they escort. Or they say they're massage therapists. Or they private dancers. They come dance in your home, strip for you. This is becoming normal. And you wonder, what's going to happen to these people if we lose such a large group of people to this foolishness? If we lose such a large group of college educated in some cases, yeah, that's right. Something's wrong here. I don't know the answer to the question because I really don't know. Maybe I'm over. Maybe it's not a big deal. You know, we've had strippers and escorts and prostitutes, stripping and escort and prostituting going on forever. Porn also. I just personally feel that this is dangerous. And it's not going to end well for these individuals. I know it's not going to end well for these people. Regardless of what they think, this is not going to end well. I've lived here for 30 years. I know how these situations end, most times in death. So I try to steer people away from that. No, don't do that. This ain't gonna work for you. You can do something else. You're too beautiful. I'm talking about the most attractive guys, beautiful women. Why are they going down this path? Do they not know the outcome and how this is going to end for them? It never ends well. Never. But again, you know, who am I? I'm just a 51-year-old nutcake on the internet according to everybody else. You know, I'm just sitting here on the internet just sipping coffee. Running my mouth. Drinking good coffee too. But I don't know. I don't know the outcome of this. Well, I know the outcome. I just keep wondering why so many people are going down this path. And I know this is not going to end well for these people. This is going to be disastrous. And we need to begin the process of steering these people towards something else. So many people are doing this now. And the shit you see on Instagram is... I've met these influencers, they call it. Bunch of drug users. They all use drugs. Heavy drugs. But you wouldn't know that because, of course, they're taking all these pictures on Instagram and they look... it's just a lot. Instagram just paints this picture. Instagram, to me, is dangerous because it presents something to you that's so false that if you don't know any better, you think, oh my God, they're living this wonderful life. But you don't know they sucking dick behind some wall someplace. That they laid up to next to some 60, 70, 80-year-old white man who fucking them with that Gucci and Prada, and you see them buying bags of it at the mall, posting pictures, and them expensive shoes, and clothes, and traveling. It's paid by some 92-year-old man on his deathbed. And this is the facts of this. The only people paying for this type of traveling and stuff like this and clothes, is the people who got money, and they tend to be older white men who live in their dreams. They're fetish with black folks. Scary to me. But that's the truth. Ain't you mean black folks get that type of money and in their elderly years we throwing on a bunch of... It just don't happen. It's a bunch of old white men going after these young black girls, young black men, and taking advantage of them. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's not like they buy them houses and car, well, they buy them a car occasionally. Some of y'all might say, why you just jealous they ain't buying you shit? Well, I'm not jealous. I don't need no old white man to buy me shit. Buy my own shit. My dealings with white folks are very minimal. And damn sure ain't gonna be laid up next to one that's 30 years older than me. Yeah, I'm 51, be 52 in April 9th. I'm laid up next to this 30 year old. What's I gonna do with this old fart? I don't need his money that bad. I know a lot of young men and women who are involved in these situations. But who am I? Like I said, I've talked about this 1,000 times. And we ain't came up with no solutions yet. And I really don't know what the solution is to this. I don't know. However, I have to take care. I need to, oh, excuse me, y'all. I'm supposed to go to my doctor today. So she can listen to my chest, even though I'm fine. She said she wouldn't come in there and listen anyway. Because I've had, in the past, I've had some instances where I had some respiratory issues. And when we haven't just tested positive for coronavirus, she wants to listen and do an x-ray. So, I'm run over there. But I ain't got to be there for a whole another hour. But I figure I'd go on my way over there and stop at the Starbucks and give me some coffee and breathe on something. My phone. Yeah, you Trump-loving motherfuckers. Chew! Breathe on their asses. They love that until we can get rid of their asses. But anyway, I got to get out of here. I do need to get dressed. There's a little bit of traffic out there as I drive over there. Today is Wednesday, January the 12th, the year is 2022. I would love to read you all's thoughts. Is this a big deal? Does it matter? I don't know. I just hate to see these young folks throwing their lives away because I know how this is going to end. And it's not going to end well. It's just not. I've seen too many people lose their lives, get caught up in drugs, pornography, escort. I've seen this. It never ends well. Never. But again, who am I? If you like my videos, click like. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you all can get my notifications. When you subscribe, there's a little bell that you need to ring and you'll get the notification. I look forward to reading y'all's comments. We're going to have a whole new year. I know we're still stuck in this pandemic. And I would love to read you all's comments and see what you all think about all this. And I'm out of here. Enjoy your day. It's Wednesday, January 12th, the year is 2022, and I'm out.